Emma was guiding a horse when suddenly she couldn't hold on to the reins anymore. What could have been a dire moment turned into an unbelievable one. How would the horse react to this sudden freedom from the rider's control? What would the outcome be for the child and her father? Welcome to Wonderbot Animals. Emma, a unique child, spent her early years on an idyllic farm. Her dad, Justin, had always harbored the dream of running his own horse farm. His fascination with horses and riding started quite early in his life. The first time he rode a horse, something special happened. The horse took to him naturally, and he felt an immediate connection. Justin then decided to pursue horseback riding lessons and dedicated himself to learning everything about horse riding. By the time he reached his teenage years, owning horses became his primary ambition. After finishing school, Justin methodically worked towards realizing his dream. His diligence and intelligent work ethic finally paid off. He bought a farm and started to gather his own horses. Then Emma was born, making his life even happier. Justin was determined to give his daughter a magical upbringing amidst nature and animals. Since her infancy, Emma was regularly taken outside, a practice quite unusual for many nowadays. In Justin's household, digital screens were rare except for one computer for business use. Influenced by her father's lifestyle, Emma showed no inclination towards indoor screen activities, preferring life outdoors with her dad and the animals. This upbringing is likely why Emma turned out so joyful, healthy, and empathetic. Emma felt just as at ease with horses as she did with humans, despite the noticeable size difference between her and the adult horses. Many would feel anxious seeing Emma so close to such large animals, but she was never fearful. Emma's lack of fear allowed for deep connections with the animals. The farm's cats, dogs, and horses were more than pets to her. They were like siblings and her preferred companions. Justin had trained his animals meticulously and was also attentively teaching Emma to interact properly with each species. Emma had an innate ability with horses, mirroring her father's. As Emma grew and started walking by herself, Justin observed her growing connection with his horses, especially with a Mustang named Cinnamon that was particularly drawn to her. Justin saw his own passions reflected in his daughter. Their bond was tender and affectionate, even if Emma was still mastering her walking skills, often moving quickly but unsteadily, typical of a young child learning to walk. Before we continue with this story, like the video to help it reach 11K likes, share and subscribe to our channel. She might occasionally wander slightly off the trail, exploring a bit to the side. This required the horse to move with extreme caution and gentleness near Emma. Some horses might react with fear or rush past her, paying no mind to her safety. However, Justin was familiar with his daughter's and his horse's behavior. He ensured they were both secure under his observant eye. Cinnamon was exceptionally calm, showing an intuitive understanding of how to carefully maneuver around the young girl. Justin realized the most supportive action he could take was to nurture this wonderful bond, leading to him and Emma taking Cinnamon out for a walk on a snow-covered day. They dressed warmly for the cold. Emma wore a fluffy pink snow jacket and a pale pink tutu resembling a cartoon pig, which was incredibly cute. During the walk, she confidently held the reins, guiding Cinnamon down the street. It was a heartwarming scene, and fortunately, Justin managed to capture this moment on his phone, filming his daughter and the horse. She addressed Cinnamon in a gentle, assured tone as her dad offered advice from beside them. The horse maintained a slow, steady pace, matching Emma's. Even when she inadvertently stepped in front of Cinnamon, he slowed down, allowing her to get back on track. Similarly, when Emma tripped over her feet, Cinnamon stayed by her side, demonstrating remarkable patience and care. Justin cheerfully coached Emma as she led, advising her when to decelerate or stop briefly, with her eagerly accepting his instructions. Yet, her youthful energy soon had her dashing forward once more. Her enthusiasm was infectious, delighting both Justin and Cinnamon. However, they had not yet encountered one potential problem. What if the lead entangled in the horse's legs? Justin cautioned Emma to keep the reins clear of Cinnamon's feet, and she seemed to grasp this advice. An entanglement could cause the horse to stumble, transforming a peaceful stroll into a hazardous event. Then Emma lifted the reins higher, proceeding with caution. But it wasn't long before Justin spotted a significant mistake. True, the reins were no longer a risk for Cinnamon's steps, but they had become entwined in Emma's snow pants. Justin called out in a calm, firm tone, instructing his daughter to slow and then halt. This situation was new with Cinnamon, and Justin closely watched the horse's reaction. Although Cinnamon was a well-behaved horse, it was crucial for Justin to remain alert. A startled horse could behave unpredictably. Justin needed to be ready to intervene immediately if necessary. Fortunately, this was Justin, who was exceptionally skilled with his horses. Then Emma paused by the roadside and halted her steps. She appeared mostly indifferent to her predicament, maintaining a light and playful demeanor throughout. Justin was an exceptional father, believing firmly in the importance of hands-on learning for Emma. Though he could easily have intervened, grabbed the reins, and resolved the situation himself, he understood this wouldn't really teach her anything. So he opted to stand back and instead informed her that the reins had entangled around one of her legs. In response, Emma pulled on the reins in various directions, attempting to free herself. She encountered a little difficulty, yet Justin let her take the time she needed to navigate the lead and figure out how to disentangle it from her legs. Just as it seemed Emma had managed it, Justin felt a drop in his heart. He observed that while Emma had freed the reins, she'd inadvertently let them slip from her grasp. He immediately knew the potential message this could send to Cinnamon. Many horses might see the dropped reins as a cue to start moving, and Justin worried Cinnamon might get overly animated and lose awareness of Emma's location. For a brief moment, everything appeared to stand still. What was Cinnamon going to do? Justin watched, holding his breath, as Cinnamon remained perfectly calm, waiting for Emma to reclaim the reins. Surprisingly, Justin captured this astonishing scene on his phone. The Mustang didn't attempt to flee, nor did it make reclaiming the reins difficult for Emma. It took Emma a moment to grasp the reins again, and she needed several attempts before she firmly held them in her tiny hand. Justin was in awe. He observed Cinnamon's demeanor and recognized the horse's eagerness to follow Emma's lead. He encouraged her to continue walking, and in the blink of an eye, she was already trotting back down the road. She looked back, signaling to Cinnamon that it was time to resume their walk. That day, Justin's heart was utterly touched. He knew he had made the right decision introducing his daughter to the animals from the start, confident that they would always look out for her. Such an uplifting conclusion. What were your thoughts on how the Mustang reacted to the fallen reins? Have you ever had such a close encounter with a horse? Share your experiences in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share, and hit the notification bell for more heartwarming stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.